Namaste, Jai Bharat. Operation Sindoor happened about a year before. And right after Operation Sindoor, or then itself, Bharat had told Pakistan that blood and water cannot flow together. That means that we are suspending the Sindhu River understanding. In any case, the treaty was over, and it's not binding on us that we should give water. It was only courtesy in noble language, but mercy of Bharat in rude language that Pakistan was getting this water. And these people are so foolish and ignorant. They take things for granted which doesn't legitimately belong to them. That drawback, that problem is ever with Pakistan. Then and there we have put the Sindhu River understanding in abeyance, and of course we already had dams and we have built more dams. Then of course Pakistan is what we say in Hindi, badbol, loud mouth people. They talk without meaning and they talk nonsense at such high decibels. They did the same thing then also, and of course later also. Many of their politicians came and told, if they spoke that यदि अगर पानी बंद करेगा तो हम उनका सांसें बंद करेंगे, which means if they stop water to us, we'll stop them breathing. What an atrocious statement by political leaders, especially holding positions like ministers, etc. Well, this happened almost a year before. Could they do anything? Nothing. And now we are into June and Pakistan is facing acute shortage of water. Let them face. They asked for it, that's what I should say. And they don't realize that it is their mistake. We already told them blood and water shall not flow together, which means you stop the terrorist sponsoring terrorism, abetting terrorism, facilitating terrorism. But then they can't do it. They are helpless. They can't do it. They're still desperately trying to activate the terrorist outfits, like they're all funny names, Lashkar-e-Tayyiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, Harkutul Moza Bahad, whatever. Very funny names they have. Names out of the blue. And these leaders are treated as heroes. And I heard an army man saying, he says that they are heroes, they deserve respect, and they achieve shahadat, that's martyrdom. We should give them full military honor, respect, etc. because they are doing our job. What is their job? That's why Hind. These people still dream of making Bharat an Islamic nation. You have your own experience of becoming an Islamic state who were Hindus once upon a time, and look at this, it's a condition in which you have landed up or put yourselves into. Miseries and miseries and miseries and miseries, n number of miseries you have. That's fundamentally because you are not disciplined. You are not taught discipline. You have higher ups who will dictate terms and conditions, and they will work upon you people, the society, with two forces or two sources of forces, that is fear of punishment and promises of reward after death. Everything is after death, not while you are alive. But we are concerned about how you live, and right now when you are alive. That difference runs and shall continue to run. You believe that you will live after death. We don't believe that we will live after death. For us, moksha is deletion. Deletion means we cease to be in this form. We will become one with the ultimate reality. That is moksha, where this kind of identity which gives you miseries of name, this thing, that thing, will cease to be, because you picked up this identity after you are born here and shall cease to be. And now they face the music of not getting water in Chenab and many other rivers in Pakistan. They don't have water. That's a serious thing. And now they started telling that we should missile. Of course, they told before also. They'll missile our dams. Instead of thinking destructively, you should have thought constructively when you had time. Why didn't you make dams for your own people's cultivation? No, you have amassed, somebody has amassed money to make dams, and with that money he fled after his time to some other foreign nations, took all the money and fled there. He lives comfortably. They are only so self-seeking, more selfish and more self-seeking, and they don't care for a nation because they don't have a concept of nation. Do they have a nationality? They don't have a nationality. You call Paki in name pure, but absolutely not so. Now they said they will missile these Indian dams. First of all, you don't have the capability of attacking part of the installations to begin with. Secondly, suppose you succeed in breaking your dams, where will the water go? It will flood Pakistan. And it will flood Pakistan and destroy Pakistan. You try that out. If you open our dams, you are in misery. Suppose what happens if you break our dams? You are inviting suicide. Inviting suicide. Not that committing suicide. So that shall be the situation. They are so thoughtless, so foolish, don't understand what's going to be next if I do this. Now in Sanskrit we call it as Vivechan Buddhi, which they don't have. And this is how they react to Sindhu water problem. They could have made their own dams. They could have made at least started last year. They don't want to, they can't stop terrorism. They can't stop terrorism because terrorism has become an institution in Pakistani society. And unfortunately, the army people, those who rule Pakistan, they do not know statecraft absolutely. And the so-called politicians also do not know statecraft absolutely. All that they know is witchcraft instead of statecraft. What kind of witchcraft? Money amassing witchcraft through which they will swindle money from Pakistan's poor people's hungry stomachs, and then go and settle abroad in all kind of possible comforts. That's their desideratum. You can't help this nation, which is not a nation. You can't help these people. They will say so many things, and they, while saying itself, they know that they are just saying only. They can't do. They don't mean. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Sri Ram.